Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François, and I'll be your host for the next little bit. This is Mack Flash Trivia Live. Hello, and welcome to this wonderful Wednesday night. I had to think about that for a second. Here we are, feeling fine, feeling just dandy. But we got ourselves another great night of trivia ahead of us. 3 full rounds of general knowledge, leaning a lot on pop culture. Well, we'll have to see how tonight goes. Thank you so much for joining me and the entire gang in the chat. Make sure you do join in the chat so you can share your score with us and let us know exactly what you got going on, your team name, and whatnot. You're going to be keeping track of your answers, though, at home using your preferred method, whether that's just a simple piece of paper, the official form available in the video description below, or maybe using a Word doc or some sort of maybe on your phone or something. But do not answer in the chat or comments. That's very important. And please keep your searches to your Google searches to a 0. We want to make sure we keep this fair. Answers will be revealed at the end of every round, so you'll be able to mark yourselves and share your score in the chat, as we said. Most importantly, let's have a lot of fun. Fun being it's summer now. We have fun every night. God knows I had a lot of fun last night. That's for sure. Feeling it today still, but that's what happens when you come home at 3 in the morning and decide, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch District 9. Yeah, well, it's a really good movie. Really, man, so good. All right, let's get started. Round number 1. We'll talk about that a little later. Round 1, question number 1. What character did Brad Pitt play in the movie Ocean's 12? His first name is fun. Welcome back, Carol. Most of us are happy to see you, apparently. See the chat for reference. Hello to some of the teams that are joining us tonight. We got the 3 Must Get Beers. We've got Z. Z is here. The Meat Spielers are in the house, and the Hackers are on the deck. We got the Naughty Hookers and the Cheating Cheaters. Hello again. 3 nights in a row. Cheating Cheaters. Let's take a look at question number 2. Oh, here I am. Which of the stereotypical pirate characteristics does Barbossa have in the film Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides? Is it a peg leg, a parrot, or an eye patch? Hello to Solo Duchess. Good luck by yourself. I still predict good results. What else we got? The Crunchy Croutons are here. Hello to the Dirty Schwa. Long-time watchers, first time watching live. Welcome to the live show. Team Not Last Place in the house. Christ Punchers have arrived. The Hot Mess Express is here. Carol's back, as we said. Let's take a look at your next question. Question number 3. Who had a hit with Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car? Who had a hit with this song? And a final hello to our last teams here in the chat. We've got Team Supernova ready to rock. And the Calamari Wednesdays and the Lion Cokeheads are here as well. Lion Cokeheads, hello. Let's take a look at question number 4 for round 1. What is the capital of Jamaica? Round one, question number 5 is your mashup question of the night. A mashup is when two songs or more are fused together to create a new one, usually using the music of one and the lyric of the other. In this case, I want you to listen up and tell me what two bands you can hear in this mashup.
I don't know why you're being shy and turn away when I look into your eyes. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else.
Those songs go together way too well. Name the two bands involved in that mashup. We got question number 6 coming up for round 1. On what late 70s, early 80s television show were the leads replaced by their cousins, Coy and Vance, due to a contract dispute? We're talking about the characters here. On what late 70s, early 80s television show were the leads replaced by their cousins, Coy and Vance? Round 1, question number 7. Woo. That's how it's pronounced, right? Who was the Prime Minister of Canada during World War II? Moving right along, we've got question number 8 for round 1. From which movie franchise is Cyberdyne Systems? Question number 9, as we approach the end of the round, which is larger, the cerebrum or the cerebellum? Isn't that band that's in hot water right now? Lady Cerebellum or something? I don't know. Isn't that the band? Oh, man. Hey, it was a long day. Round 1, question 10. But not before I tell you about our good friends at Littlefoot Foods. They just put up a very elaborate post today on their Facebook page outlining everything that they are doing during this reintegration of society that we are doing. Mostly, though, they're open for curbside pickup Tuesday through Saturday from 12 to 3 p.m. So you can get their signature pierogies, cabbage rolls, and stuffed peppers. You're going to want to order that ahead if possible. It is the best way of doing it. So visit their Facebook page. Check out their post from today to learn more, or check out littlefootfoods.com. Find out all the different ways you can get your hands on their delicious pierogies. We got question number 10 coming up for that. And from what Michael Jackson music video are these animations? Who is the other person in the clip? I also want to know. And there you have it, the end of the regular round for round number 1. I've got your picture speed round coming up, so don't put those pens or pencils away. Let's take a look at what it is. Well, it's so funny to follow up that question with this category. This is called Famous Mics. Give the last name for each picture of the Mike, Michael, I don't think there's any Michelles in there, but maybe, who knows. Give the last name of each of the Mike or Michaels seen here. There are 15 pictures coming up for 15 seconds each. Nice and simple. Let's take a look at number 1. Ooh. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of the speed round, the end of round number 1. We got your answers coming up in just a second. I'm going to give you some time to cross those T's and dot those I's. And we're going to take a look at the answers. You can mark your sheets and share your score in the chat, as we always do. We're going to take a short break after that. We'll be back with round 2, 10 more questions and another speed round, and then we'll do that again for round number 3. If you're ready, let's take a look at the answers for all of those mics. Mic check 1, 2, all the way to 15. And if we take a look down the list over here, 5 and 10 are both 2-pointers, making this entire round out of 12. That was the music video to Jam by Michael Jackson, featuring Michael Jordan. Starting off this open mic night, I guess you could call it. As I said, if I would have put Mack Flash Mike in there, it just would have made it way too easy, guys. Everyone knows what he looks like now. We've got the Mack Flash 5. You guys watched the Mack Flash 5, I'm sure. You've seen the whole gang on there. Now you know what. Now you can put a face to the name. If you have not, make sure you do check out the Mack Flash 5. Segway. It's a show where me and the gang, we discuss our favorite movies, or top 5 movies of a given category. This guy's come up more than once on Scott's list, so there you go. We've got ourselves the top 5 movie characters that we did this week, and what's cool is that it's kind of a podcasty thing where we discuss our top 5, we see what your top 5 is, and then at the end of the day we also release a quiz on the same topics or movies that we discussed in the show. So make sure you do check it out. This week it was top 5 movie characters is what we did. And let's take a look at your mics. Where's my bone? Yeah, here's your bone right here. And there you have it, all of your answers, all of your points. Make sure you let us know what your score is right here in the chat as they start to come in right now. You can let us know what you got for the round, for the picture speed round, and for the entire round as well. We're going to take a short break right now. We're going to be back in just a little bit with round number 2, where I've got 10 more questions and then a music-themed speed round for you. So make sure you get comfortable, get yourself a drink, freshen up. It is, we'll be back in 4 minutes, 7:30 on the dot. We'll be here. I'm gonna take some time to read off some of these scores where we stand right now. We've got, it's looking like 23 out of 27 for the Christ Punchers, 17 for Hot Mess. Strathroy Bombers, welcome, 21 points. Tom Hacker and the Hackers, 19 points. Naughty Hookers with 24. Z with 21. Duchess with 20. Duchess with 21. Cheating Cheaters with 18. The COVID Conman with a beautiful 26. Now I'm just curious to find out which one you didn't get. Let It Ride with 22. 22 for the Croutons as well. The Dirty Schwa with 19. And the Meat Spielers, 20 beautiful points. That's how you play Mac Flash Trivia Live. Make sure you do join us all the time. Take a look at all the events that we've got coming up on a weekly basis. And I'll be back at 7:30 exactly with round 2. We're back for round number 2. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for playing along today. I see a lot of people playing along in the chat. I absolutely love that. I think it's great. And thank you for being here all the time. Make sure you do, of course, follow us on Mac Flash Entertainment on Facebook so that you have all the latest news of what's happening and what's going on. And, of course, you can follow us on Instagram as well if that's more your thing. We're not on TikTok, so... you know, good for that, because apparently there's some terrible stuff happening there. So I'm gonna try to, you know. Plus, I don't think I'm that generation. I don't think I was meant to use TikTok. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? We got a bunch of great questions left to go. So let's get started with round 2. Question number 1. On Saturday Night Live, who played MacGruber's father? Round 2, question number 2. Which of these is not a kind of shoe? Slingback, point, Busby. Round 2, question number 3 comes up next. What are crosscut, hand, bone, and jig? Coming in at question number 4 for round 2. What is the name of the track where the Kentucky Derby is held? One thing from the chat I wanted to address here that I didn't notice, because trivia is all about, testing knowledge, but also learning things. Dave says, has anybody ever measured one of those 4-liter wine boxes? I'm becoming skeptical. Very good point. Luckily, we got an answer in the chat. Tom answers it's 9 by 4 by 10. So there you go. You know, now you know. Now you know. I don't know if that's what you wanted to know, but you know it now. It's question number 5. It is your backwards clip, your next audio clip. I'm going to play a clip of a song backwards right now. I'll say the word clip again, just so I have a record of how many times I said clip in this sentence. Clip. Excuse me one second. What song did you just hear backwards? That's what we're looking for. Round 2, question number 6 comes at you right now. Tony Danza's pro record as a boxer was 4 wins and 3 losses. He later played a boxer on what show? Question number 7 comes up for round number 2. What kind of fruit juice goes into a pina colada? We got ourselves question number 8 following that up. How many Marx brothers were there? Question 9 comes up next as we approach the end of this round. What line of cosmetics is known for being sold door to door? What an odd assortment of questions tonight. Thanks, Sue. Thank you. You know what else I want to thank? I want to thank Burger 67. Amazing burgers, great craft beer, and now with the Amherstburg open air weekends, an amazing space to come out and enjoy the beautiful summer weather. Make sure you make your way out to Amherstburg and come and check out Burger 67, back to their regular hours, 4 to 10 every day of the week. And come on down. They're just an amazing selection of burgers and sides. You got to have those. You got to have the Mexi fries or whatever it is that they call them there, but basically loaded fries with nacho cheese and all sorts of delicious stuff. It is so good, so good. Anyway, check out Burger 67 in Amherstburg. Yummy. And tell them Francois says hi. Let's take a look at your puzzle. It is Chain Gang, and as I always say, if you like these, you'll like Seriously Trivia on Fridays at 8, so make sure you come and join us for that. In this one, I'm going to give you 5 words. The 3 in the middle contain blanks, and those are the ones you have to figure out. Now, the trick is that you can use every word with the next one to form a common expression or saying. For example, here, black beauty, beauty sleep, sleep tight, and tight spot. You're going to have to do the same on the next screen, and you'll have a minute to do so, or 40 seconds as a matter of fact, and you'll get a point for each word you get correct. So let's get started. I love hearing that when people say that they found out about us through Seriously Trivia. It's one of my favorite games that we do, and I hope that I'm glad when people love it. I'm glad to see that. So it's great. Thank you for joining us, and I'm thinking maybe even we do more Seriously Trivia during the week. And see how that goes. But we'll see. We have all sorts of plans, especially when the fall comes. We'll have all sorts of new material. For now, make sure you do check out the channel. Make sure you do subscribe so you get notifications. We're pretty much releasing one thing every day and two on some days. So on some days, not Sundays. It's always fun on Mack Flash Trivia. Let's take a look at your music round coming up right now, and this one is one of those fill in the blanks type categories. It's called months, not months. Fill in the blank with a month of the year to complete these song titles. I'm going to give you a song title containing a blank and the artist that sings it, and all you have to do is put a month of the year inside that blank. There's 15 of them coming at you for 25 seconds each, and of course it starts with number 1. I love this song. And there you have it. That is your round. I got to tell you, yeah, it was quite specific. And, there was stuff from all over, from pretty much every decade. So you had that going for you. And if anything, you had a 1 in 12 chance of getting the answer if you just guessed. So all in all, I will give this round 67% rate of approval. That's what I'm giving it. 67%. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Overall, whew, I gotta say. Okay, sorry. I'm seeing the words worst round ever over here. Okay, well, let's take a look at what happens with the answers here. I've got your answers coming up for round number 2. And I think, like I said, everyone had an even chance of doing terrible at this round. It's gonna be a no from me, dog. I love that. All right, so Richard Dean Anderson, or the original MacGyver, played MacGruber's dad on Saturday Night Live. Busby's not a shoe. All those things were saws. Number 5, we were just looking for the name of the song, Eternal Flame. And then we got, what else we got in here? We have Pineapple, Jack of Hearts, and Euchre, and then we had Long Division Bell Tower Records. Yeah, number 8. Yeah, this should be the number of Marx Brothers, and I think the answer is 5 for that one, and I will double check it right now. Silly mistakes. Yeah, 5 Marx Brothers. So number 8, Jack of Hearts. That should say 5. Oh, I know what happened there. Okay. So once again, in the previous screen, let me just go back to it for 1 second here. Number 8, where it says Jack of Hearts, that should say 5. There were 5 Marx Brothers, and I know exactly what happened here, so we should be all right for the rest. So there it is. Give yourself a point for each of Division, Bell, and Tower. And I was long distance track record, long distance Distance back? I don't know what a distance back is, so I'm going to go with no for that one. All right, let's keep going with the speed rounds. Months, not months. If you had the right month, that's what we were looking for here. What's a distance bike? No, not distance bike. And I don't know what a trail record is. Track record, yes. Not a trail record. Taking a look here. Number 2 or a second screen answers 6 through 10 for these songs with months in the name. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with Avon as well. People are still discussing it. I don't know if I brought it up. I'm gonna have to stick with Avon for that one because it is definitely Avon calling. It is the stereotype of the door-to-door sales. And finally, 11 through 15. Definitely 3 solid ones in here, and some go figure songs with April in the title. Definitely rare and tough to remember, or quite specific. But April Come She Will is a beautiful song by Simon & Garfunkel. Check it out. Yeah, and there you have it. That is the end of round 2. We've got round 3 coming up. I was just looking up Mary Kay to be sure. Mary Kay seems to be more functioning on the Tupperware party sort of format of hosting parties and selling. It does say that people were encouraged to sell in their community. So maybe some people would sell door to door as well. That is very possible. I'm going to stick with Avon though as being the company that is known for its door to door ding dong. Avon calling. We got round 3 coming up in just a few minutes. 7:55 at the moment. We'll be back at exactly 8 o'clock with round 3. 10 more questions, your final speed round, and the shot of the night. Question 3 of round number 3. So get yourself something ready for that. Hungover or not, the beat goes on. Taking a look at these scores. I have to scroll up here a little bit. We've got Christ Punchers with 18. 3 Must Get Beers with 16. 17 for Z. We got 16 for Hot Mess. Hackers with 20. Naughty Hookers with 19. 10 points for the Cheating Cheaters. Brainiac 6. 21. Consistency. 21 for the Crunchy Croutons. 12 for Dirty Schwa. Ooh, yeah, the tough one. 24 for COVID Conmen. Ramen Tony in the morning with 23. Stan the Man and Mark, 21 points. Duchess with 18. Let It Ride with 18. And Calamari Wednesdays with an honest 10. Well, there you go. The curve is kind of even, though. Everyone got about the same. And so it all comes down to round 3. We'll have to see what I've got in store for that. Back in 3.5 minutes. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, and welcome back to the game. My name is still François. I'm your host, and thank you very much for joining me tonight. Don't forget to check out all the other cool stuff that we've got happening this week on the Mack Flash channel, including an Alfred Hitchcock quickie happening tomorrow, and of course all sorts of stuff happening on Saturday and Sunday. So make sure you do tune in, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our fun quizzes and shows. And I tell you, we got some pretty good episodes coming up of all sorts of fun stuff. So you're gonna want to tune in for that. It's vague, such a vague announcement of nothing, but there it is. I can't give away. I don't want to spoil things, you know. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this round number 3. 10 more questions in another speed round, and of course, your shot of the night coming right up. Let's get started with round 3. Question number 1: if you get a French manicure, what color would your nails be? Question number 2 for round number 3 wants to know, which American city has named the center of its historic downtown the Loop? We got round 3, question number 3 coming up. You know what that means. It's time for the shot of the night. That's right. This is where we all come together in an act of conviviality to do a shot. The shot of the night instilled at the beginning of this entire debacle. We started doing this, and here we are again. I can't let go of tradition. And here it is, round 3, question 3. If you want to join us, whether it's as I say, whiskey, wheatgrass, or water, just do a shot. I've got my lucky shot glass right over here, and what a great shot glass it is. I still have to look into it and see where we could get some more for these. Some people have been asking, but of course we're also looking into the marketing, and this one goes out to you guys, everyone who messaged me and said, hey, yeah, we'll get working on that. Thank you very much, Mario, Tom, for looking into the t-shirts and possible shot glasses for Mack Flash. Yes, how about a thank you to them? Cheers to them, and this one goes out to all of you. Yummy, yummy, yummy. We got round 3, question number 3. And here, hey, no cough. All right, we did all right. What is a basic cocktail made with whiskey, sweet vermouth, and bitters? And as a bonus, what fruit is used as a garnish in this cocktail? We got round 3, question number 4 coming up next. What city would you be in if you were touring the Guggenheim? I think it's is the music getting faster or is it the shot? I think it's both. I think we just mad coincidence. That's all that is. Round 3, question 5 is coming up. It is your questionable cover, and it is a shitty flute version of a song. This one goes out to Dustin and the Lying Cokeheads. Thank you so much for being here, and you know, always a pleasure to see you in the real world. You know, it's always great conversation. So this one's for you. You said you wanted. You said, hey, is there going to be a shitty flute? And I was like, I will put one in for you. I hope you know this song because, yeah, this is pretty terrible. That was a shitty flute version of what song? Just looking for the name of the song. I have to tell you, there was something mesmerizing about that song because when I found it, I listened to way more of it than I needed to. Like, I only need 20 seconds of this song, and I think like a minute and a half in, I was like, why am I still watching this? Why am I still listening to this song? There's something hypnotic about it. I don't know. Round 3, question number 6. Who was Lizzie Borden accused of killing? Question number 7 coming up for round 3. Oh, sorry, I was busy chatting. Who directed the Oscar-winning movie Argo? Question number 8 for round 3. In what city is Heathrow Airport? Coming in at question number 9, in an NHL game, how many officials are on the ice? Yeah, so somebody in the is suggesting, somebody in the chat suggested doing a trivia on serial killers or true crime. I gotta say, there's definitely a huge audience for those, and there's a big revival of true crime love recently, in recent years, with Netflix and all that, doing those true crime series, and then picking up with the whole Making a Murderer, and now bringing back Unsolved Mysteries. Definitely a bunch of stuff we could do with that. So yeah, let's try that. Let's take a look at hey Mario, I went deep in this sports question right there. Oh yeah, I went deep. Round 3, question 10 comes up after I tell you about another of our sponsor, our title sponsor. As a matter of fact, you've seen their logo in the upper corner, Oven 360. I was out with a friend last night. He says, hey, I see Oven 360 is your sponsor, and he looked kind of like wanting. And I was like, yeah. They're supporting the show, and I was like, he's like, man, they've got great pizza. Like, he was almost like, you got an inn? Like, do you have an inn? Can you get us some pizza? Oven 360 is all about crafting the freshest, perfectly cooked pizza with their, signature combinations or your own design. You can get pies or paninis, and they're open now for takeout and delivery, as well as patio dining. So make sure you check them out on Facebook or order online at oven360.com, and boom, you got it. Round 3, question 10 goes like this. What do these movies have in common? And there you have it. That is the end of the regular round. For round number 3, I've got your final speed round coming up after this, and then the answers and your final scores, all of that to follow. Speaking of following, if you haven't hit that like button yet tonight, that would be really sweet if you did. Feel free to share this game. They do remain available on the channel afterwards, so if you want to really impress someone, challenge them to a trivia game, pull up one you've already played, and boom, Bob's your uncle. And of course, subscribe if you have not done so. It is surprising. I see the stats in the back, and it tells me how many people watch our show and are not subscribed, which I get it. Sometimes it's awkward to get to that subscribe button, and you're like, I'm not doing that. I'm busy. I'm playing trivia, which is why I'm here, and I get that. But if you can't subscribe, that would be really, really cool. We actually reached 1,800 subscribers today. We are on our way to 2,000, which is pretty amazing. Thank you very much to everyone for being here, and let's move on to your final category. When I do trivia, we do a lot of pop culture here at Mack Flash. We do a lot of movies and music and stuff like that. But once in a while, we have to cater to those hardcore trivia fans who say, hey, you know what I like? I want history. And so history's greatest hits is here for you. These questions are all about not so current events. I'm going to give you some descriptions that are pretty specific, and all you have to tell me is what happened in history. Let's take a look at these 15 questions coming at you for 25 seconds each. Number 1. What popular television personality launched her book club in 1996, becoming hugely influential on the publishing world? Number 2. I didn't look this up. The Battle of Antietam, the bloodiest day in American military history, begins. What war was it fought in? I don't want to disappoint you guys, but 1996 was 24 years ago. That's pretty far. Quarter of a century? In 1976, NASA unveiled the very first space shuttle. What was it called? Number 4, in 1978, the representatives of Egypt and Israel lay the groundwork to peace by signing the blank blank Accords. Number 5, this Mexican baseball player led the Dodgers to a World Series win in 1981, becoming the first and only to receive the Rookie of the Year and Cy Young Award the same year. If you like sports, make sure you do check out the Mack Flash Sports Quickies, featuring a lot of Major League Baseball quizzes in there. Number 6, during their first appearance on American television, this UK band caused an explosion on stage, injuring themselves and knocking the show off the air momentarily. Number 7, in 1983, this actress and singer becomes the first African American to win the Miss America crown, which she gave up after nude photos of her surfaced. Number 8, fugitive daughter of a famous newspaper publisher. She was kidnapped by a terrorist group only to join them in their cause, robbing a bank with them. She was eventually captured. Who is she? Number 9, in 1996, this baseball player ties his own record from 10 years earlier for most strikeouts in a game when he strikes out 20 Detroit Tigers.
According to NASA, a new era in spaceflight.
Number 10, what famous Canadian shopping center set the record for largest parking lot in the world with 20,000 spots in 1981? Number 11, in 1995, the Anti-Technology Manifesto of the Unabomber is published in hopes that someone will recognize the writing style, leading to his arrest. What was his real name? Number 12, 1955, deposition of Argentine President Juan Domingo Perón, whose greatest political resource was his wife. What was her name? Number 13, in 1893, New Zealand becomes the first country in the world to do what? Number 14, in 1988, just one day after suffering a serious head injury, this American diver wins gold at the Summer Olympics in Seoul. And number 15, based on the novel Wise Guy by Nicholas Pileggi, this movie is released in 1990 telling the true story of Henry Hill. And there you have it, the end of your historical speed round for round number 3. There was a bit of a year discrepancy happening in that NASA space shuttle question. I looked it up. It should be, I believe, 1976, not 1973, according to the research I did during this round, in between reading the questions, trying not to have you hear my phone go off. I don't know if I succeeded at all that, but hopefully you enjoyed the round nonetheless. We've got your answers coming up in just a second here. Let's take a look at those answers and tally up your scores for the final score of the night. It goes like this. Here are your answers for round 3. Clear with white tips. A bit of a trick question, I guess. What color would your nails be? And there they are, clear with white tips. They would really not have a color except maybe the white. 2 points for number 3. It is a Manhattan that I was talking about, and you garnished that with a cherry. Not a maraschino cherry from what I've read. A different type of cherry, which the name eludes me right now. Number 5, we just wanted Regulate, the name of the song. 9, we just wanted the number 4. And 10, those 3 movies were named after the female protagonist. It was when they unveiled the new shuttle, and they unveiled it then in 76. Oh, so this one would be out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. So this round is out of 11. Out of 11. Thank you, Mike. That's why you're Mike. That's why there's a whole picture round named after you. And here they come, your famous Mike. Oh, really, Jay? That's a fun fact. And I know you're bringing that up as a fun fact. There is also a Guggenheim in Bilbao, Spain. There you go. Yes. So yes, the first space shuttle, there it is, 1976. It was real, and it was named the Enterprise. I don't know if that was on purpose with the whole Star Trek thing or not. I'm not really into that, but I definitely know that it was called the Enterprise, and 1976. So I may have said 73 in the question, and there you have it. Number 2, or not number 2, your second, I said that again. Your second screen of answers 6 through 10 for history's greatest hits. And that's right, Carol, you brought up a very good point. It is history does not begin with your birth. You know, history. We're in history right now. You're gonna tell me that people are not going to be reading about the first 6 months or all of 2020 in their history books? We're gonna be a huge part of history, especially with everything that happened in 2020. So I could ask a question about January, and that would count. But I tried to go a little further than that. Good point. Dave says, assuming history continues, we'll make it into the history books. Just like these fine events that happened over here, 11 through 15. And I think we had a pretty good round at this one. I can't wait to see what people's scores were, because I feel that I hit on some pretty universal historical moments, especially that I didn't go back ridiculously far. Well, there you have it. That is today's game. Share your scores in the chat so I can see them. Everybody else is very curious to know how they fared compared to you. And then that's it. That's the end of that game. I know, we're here again. We have Alfred Hitchcock coming up tomorrow night at 7, and then on Friday, Friday is the rager, man. We do Seriously Trivia at 8 o'clock, followed immediately by the Games Lounge at 10. We started getting guests on the Game Lounge. It's getting a little crazy. So you're gonna want to check that out. That's live at 10 o'clock, where we all play games together. Then over the weekend, some Matt Groening happening, some Harry Potter happening, and some sports trivia, of course, happening on Sunday. Otherwise, that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for being part of this whole experience. My name is Francois, and I have been your host. We're working on t-shirts. I swear, we are. And I'll see you next time on Mack Flash Trivia. Bye-bye.